Hello friends. Now let us take up the fourth concept in our training session 2 in our OCAJP Feel Good web series. This is understanding variables and data structures. In the previous concept, I explained about the FOB paradigm from real life angle as well as programming angle. Now I am supposed to explain about a WOOP paradigm. But before that, I want to explain about variables and data structures, because according to me 95% of students do not know what is variable. Simply they use it blindly without knowing the correct meaning of variable, why it is called variable, and lot more students have doubt about data structures, why different data structures are required and all that. That's why in this concept I am going to explain. I want to give you a clear picture about variables and data structures and their necessity. Then only if you go for object oriented programming paradigm, you can understand it perfectly, and you can use it with confidence. Otherwise, like a blind person, you can use it. By that, you never evolve as a professional. If you have doubts over the things whatever you are doing, then you never evolve as a professional. That's why my duty is to explain everything with a 100% doubt free manner. Okay, now variable. Actually, this is the first and foremost important concept for every programming language. That means whenever you start learning any programming language, first you should know about data types and variables. Unfortunately, 95% students do not know what is variable. There is a reason, logical reason behind it. Because since childhood, from the schooling, they use variable in mathematics. In mathematics, what is the meaning of that? A quantity which is subject to a change. Suppose a price is there, price of an article, it will change. Like that speed of a vehicle, it changes. Such type of things they call as variable. But here, name is same. But this is totally different. That you have to understand. Because otherwise, your doubt is not clarified, and in each and every program use variable. That is really very bad. That's why first, at least, better late than never. Now you learn about this thoroughly, and thereafter you should learn about data structure and why we use different data structures also. You should understand all that detailedly by writing on the board. I would like to explain. Then you will have more clarity about that. Okay. Actually, if you consider what for we write program, our programs manipulate data and give result. Just for example, you have three papers in your examination, in your college examination, three papers. Then you want to find out total marks and average marks. So marks you have given like 55, 65, 62, like this and all that, marks in three paper, the data. Now we have to find out total marks and average marks percentage. Then what we do, we manipulate data. Manipulate data means we perform operations and get the result. We get the total marks and average marks. So data is core. So suppose you see 5, 2, 5 plus 2. Here 5 and 2 are data items and a plus is an operation. 5 into 2. 5 and 2 are data item. This is an operation. So data is primary and operation is secondary. That means without data there is no use of operation. What you do with this? Independently cannot do anything. So our program mainly manipulate data and get result. That point you have to understand. Okay. Now where data is stored? Where data is stored means in our programs store data in computer memory. Okay, that point is also okay. Next, we are using different data items. Just for example, this is your age, 20 years. This is your height. This is your section in a class. Suppose you study in a college or a school, then this is the section, or this is the grade in your examination. So now see, here only three types of data items you are using. This is the whole number, this is the fractional number, This is a single character. So in our program, we use different data items. Okay. When we are using different data items, different containers are required. Actually, container is a very important concept in real life as well as in programming. In real life, different types of containers we use. This is a pocket. This is one type of container. Your college bag, another type of container. Bag, that trolley bag, suitcase, a briefcase, a gunny bag. Like the different types of containers we use. Why we use? You know that. Depending on the nature of the article and depending on the frequency of use, depending on the value of the article and all that, we select the right container, appropriate container. In the same manner, in programming also, for a different data items, we have to use different data types. Data types means type of a container. Just a simple example I give you. Your age is there, age 20. Normally, whatever may be your age, you represent as a whole number. Otherwise, except on your birthday, it is a fractional number. Out of 365 days, only one day it is a whole number, and in all other days it is a fractional number. Even though our practice is what is the complete age we represent. So it is a whole number. That's why representing whole number, we have a data type int. That I don't want to give you. I think all of you should know. Thereafter, representing your height 5.5. Always by its nature it is a fractional number. Today your height is exactly 5, but after a few months it may be 5.1. Few months ago it was 4.11. So because of that, you have to choose the right data type, that is float. Float represents real numbers. Thereafter, your grade in the examination, you got A grade. Okay, now it is a single character. With reference to the three only I explained. I think of you feel boring because already you might have learnt all these things. However, I want to give you the logical base for this. That's why I'm again revisiting. Okay, that point you have to understand. Now the question is why it is called variable. Now we see. First example only we see with a reference to this. I explain. Actually, this is age. Age, why you call is 20. Okay. Now, this is a memory container. Our data is stored in the memory container. So, this is the memory container. 4 bytes memory is allocated. If it is 32-bit, 2 bytes memory is only allocated. Now, age, int, and 20. This is the value. Okay. Now, how you can define a variable? Variable is a named memory container of a specific type. In this, a value, a constant is stored which is subject to replacement. Once again, I am telling you, variable is the named memory container of a type, of a specific type, in which a constant is stored. 20 is a constant which is subject to replacement. Now, subject to replacement, I tell you. Actually, your age, present age is 20. Next year what happened? It becomes 21. Then what happened? 20 is not changed. 20 is a constant, integer constant. 20 is replaced by 21. Okay. Previous year, what was the position? Your age was 19. Then 19, previous year, it was replaced by 20. 20. In this context, what is happening? Previous year it was 19. 19 was replaced by 20, and this year your age has become 21. 20 is replaced by 21. So it is varied by replacement. That's why it is called variable. You understand this like this and all that. So whenever you want to store a single data item, this is single data item, this is also single data item, this is also single data item, then you use variables of different types. Now you see the representation of different variables. Always remember one thing. One picture is equivalent to 1,000 words. That's why everything, whatever core concept is there, I give a picture. So you form a mental picture regarding variables, and Always remember the definition. Variable is a named memory container of specific type. Means it may be int, it may be float, it may be char. In that, a constant is stored of the type which may be replaced. Which may be replaced. That's why it is called variable. But don't go by simple dictionary meaning. In this contextually, you have to understand this and proceed.